Night of the fight, you may feel a slight sting. That's pride fucking with you. Fuck pride. Pride only hurts. It never helps. You fight through that shit. Because a year from now, when you kicking it in the Caribbean, you're gonna say to yourself, Marcellus Wallace was right.
I got no problem with that, Mr. Wallace.
In the fifth, your ass goes down. Say it.
In the fifth, my ass goes down.
What's going on, gentlemen? Welcome to The Realest. It's your boy DC Steve. In today's topic, we're talking about pride. See, there's two things about pride. There's the positive pride and there's the negative pride. Now, the positive pride can help you maintain your masculinity, maintain who you are as a man, right? And it can help you adapt and grow and persevere through all the scars that you endure in your life and all the things that you may feel in your life. Now you have the negative pride. Now the negative pride is what has you blind and gives you the inability of seeing what's going on and what's in front of you, right? And I can go about this in relationships, right? Sometimes you have pride, so much pride that when there's something going wrong in your relationship, you just cannot admit that it's you. Now, every relationship takes two, but you have to be willing to have a humble and open mind when it comes to the one that you love. You know, to have great love takes sacrifice, you know, and it's very hard. A lot of us don't want to admit it. A lot of us want to have this, you know, oh, I'm so tough. Oh, I don't feel no pain. But once it's gone, you're heartbroken. You know, we are human beings. You have to know when to use this pride and when to throw it away. All right. Especially when a lot of us brothers become red pill. We start to, nah, I ain't gonna let this happen. I ain't gonna do this. Nah. See, pride can be an object to grow. And this red pill, if you take the red pill and you do not grow as a human being, then I think you're taking the off-brand red pill. You're not taking the real red pill, because your pride is fucking with you. And like he said in the intro of the video, it only can hurt you, you know? And it's real. And it's real deep, because I'm an individual that like to say that I'm super humble and I'm all this, but I have to be real with myself. I have a lot of pride, and there was a lot of negative pride, you know, because sometimes you just can't admit that you're wrong, you know, and it's a growing process, and it's something that we all have to go through, you know. Like, for an example, let's go on with negative pride, right? You don't want to hear nothing from nobody. You're right. The whole world is wrong, you know. Nobody understands the truth. You're the only one that sees the truth. You understand what I'm saying? You start to change your perspective, and what happens is you start to backslid in life. So you're only here for a certain amount of time to grow spiritually and consciously, to reach God consciousness, you know? Don't get so prideful that you cannot see when somebody truly loves you. Now, I know a lot of y'all red pill brothers talking about, oh man, he purple pill, oh him. No. See, me, I'm a believer that as human beings, we all make mistakes. We all fall to temptation, and we all fall down that evil slide. I believe any human being can cheat. Any woman can cheat. Any man can cheat. 9 out of 10, they will cheat, you know, depending on who has more options. You see, that's the truth. See, we like to give ourselves, a lot of us are hypocrites. And you know what, where hypocrites hang out with? Pride makes you a hypocrite. It makes you put your nose up So why you can't even smell your own shit? Then you start talking about everybody else's. You know, it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's one that you have to, you know. Another thing that I want to say, talk about positive pride is, you know, being a man or a woman, just being a strong individual in itself, right? Something so simple as letting an individual keep skipping you in line, you know, letting somebody cut you off, letting somebody disrespect you time and time and time and time again. What that starts to do is it starts to break down your pride. It starts to break down the man that you are and how you carry yourself and how you feel about yourself and how you love yourself and your masculinity. You know, this is real. You have to protect your pride. You have to know how far to let it go and how far you can't let it go, because it can destroy you, you know? And I'm telling you, it's a hard pill to swallow. So I like to tell y'all men and women, control your pride, understand yourself, find yourself, and know that there's nobody better than anybody. Circumstances, you know, cause and effect. The certain circumstances in your life will cause you and affect you to do certain things in your life. So if she's a whore, it's 9 out of 10 is about her circumstance that she endured in her life. You know what I'm saying? If she got a lot of dudes choosing her, she looks good. It's the circumstances in her life. You know what I'm saying? If you were a good looking dude and you got females throwing themselves at you, dang, man, other brothers can't hate on you because you smashing it. You know what I'm saying? You hitting on females. Now you got to know how far to hold your pride and your morality. If you know that's another brother's old lady and you know that brother, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of your pride. You got to know how far to let go of your pride, because your pride can define who you are, and you define what pride is. To each his own. Accepting yourself, accepting others, understanding others. You know? A quote that I like to break down is, everybody is living in their own world. You look into their eyeballs and that's their universe. So I can never tell you you're wrong or I'm right. We have to respect everybody's mind and respect your pride. This is DC Steve, the Realest, checking in and checking out. Like and subscribe. I thank y'all for having the patience and understanding to listen to what I gotta say. Keep following, keep listening. When I get that spirit that speaks to me to give y'all this information, I will. And we keep helping each other grow. We keep helping each other grow.
I think you're gonna find when all this shit is over and done, I think you're gonna find yourself one smiling motherfucker. Thing is, Butch, right now, you got ability. But painful as it may be, ability don't last. And your days are just about over. Now that's a hard motherfucking fact of life. But that's a fact of life your ass is gonna have to get realistic about. See, this business is filled to the brim with unrealistic motherfuckers. Motherfuckers who thought their ass would age like wine. If you mean it turns to vinegar, it does. If you mean it gets better with age, it don't. Besides, Butch, how many fights do you think you got in you anyway? 2? Boxers don't have an old timers day. You came close, but you never made it. And if you were gonna make it, you would have made it before now. You my nigga?
It certainly appears so.